Hey, how you doing there again, folks? Me again, of course, Brandon Wenzel. Come back at you. Another offering off my sampler platter. Yes, indeed, folks. Sampler V, series V's I do for a little while. I go over there, try out food and drink items. I eat the stuff, I drink stuff. Then, folks, I'm going to talk about stuff. I'm going to let you know all that you need to know about hopefully delicious stuff that time I'm doing this, folks, I'm not going to lie. This is an unexpected one. Wasn't planning to review this today, but we'll get to that. Folks, it's a super simple format. I'm going to go over there. I'm going to try out food and or drink items for you. Whilst I'm doing so, I'm going to yammer on about it for a bit. Whilst I'm doing all that, I'm inside my truck. And whilst I'm doing all that, I'm wearing a super cool shirt. Folks, when I wear super cool shirts, I always like to highlight the super cool shirt. What super cool shirt am I wearing today? Boom! It's my Essenger shirt. Look at the Essenger shirt. I love this shirt. It's like super cool. Graphic of it's just very neat. What the fuck is Essenger? If you're unfamiliar, which is entirely possible. Essenger is a dude. He's an electronical musical artist guy. Kind of mixes some dark synth wave with some industrial electronica. Various things and such. Really interesting catalog of music. Some of his stuff goes a little bit heavy. Some of it is very ambient. Some of it is kind of wistful. Really cool catalog of stuff. I ran into him 2 years ago now. He was on tour with a band I love called the Cybertronic Spree. He was, one of the touring artists with them. And I really loved his set. After everything was said and done, I went over there, I got some merch, I talked with him a little bit. Just seemed like a really cool guy. I liked his stuff so much that I actually went over there, took some videos of his performance. Those videos are on this channel, just in case you're interested. If you're interested in, anything beyond that, let me know. I'll point you in his direction. Oh, by the way, you might have noticed my nifty beads, because I just, these are made by a friend of mine. He has an entire storefront on Instagram called Legendary God Beads. If you're ever interested in maybe checking out some of these, I will point you in the right direction. I just, I wear them. They're super fucking cool. So when I do, I try to, help promote them a little bit. But anyway, what am I reviewing for you today, folks? What are we doing here? Why is it an unexpected one? Well, because I wasn't intending to review, boom, sub sandwich review today. I mean, you folks know I love reviewing sub sandwiches. And if you don't know that, I love reviewing sub sandwiches. So much so, I have an entire playlist for just sub sandwiches. And in fact, I have to preface this with 3 things. Number one, for over a year now, I've been going on sub sandwich adventures. And what that means is, basically, I've been hitting up every spot that I can find that has sub sandwiches. I've been reviewing them. This ranges from gas station subs, Walmart subs, even to proper delis. And that's been a whole thing that I've been doing. Second thing I need to preface it with, if you do enjoy my sub sandwich reviews, by the way, thank you very much if you do, I actually have them all located in one very convenient spot. I have an entire playlist called Subs for Subs. So if you want to check out my sub sandwich reviews, that's all you gotta do is just hit that up. I have over 100 sub sandwich reviews at the time I'm doing this. But let's say that's not enough. Let's say it's just not quite enough for you. All you have to do is wait until Sunday. Why? Because Sunday is Sub Day. That is the day when I go over there and I upload my sub sandwich reviews. Every Sunday, I'm going to give you at least one sub sandwich review, usually 2, sometimes 3, sometimes 4. But what sub sandwich are we reviewing today? This is from a place called Frankie's Deli, Italian Market and Cafe. This is their small Italian sub. I had no idea that this place existed. Was not on my radar. I decided to go out shopping today. And off to the side, as I was driving, there's a deli. So I scooted my ass in there. We're going to try out a sub sandwich. Now, folks, y'all know that when I try out a new sub sandwich place, I always like to start with the Italian sub, because I feel like it's a great representation of the capabilities of that place. Now, their Italian sub consists of provolone, Genoa salami, spicy capicola, mortadella, lettuce, tomato, onion, and oil dressing, which sounds like a proper sub to me. But let's take a look. Right, okay. Looks like this. Can we get a... Well, maybe from the other side. Yeah, it's a little bit better, I think. A little bit sexier. Ha! Ha 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 ha! So let's try out the Italian sub sandwich from Frankie's Deli. Proper sub bread. Oh, I missed you so much. I'm reviewing all these fucking shitty Walmart subs lately. It makes such a difference. That's a good sub sandwich. That's proper. Oh, there it is. Yes. Yes! Oh, by the way, because this is a local spot, it's also going to go on another playlist for me. Used to call it Sampler Platter Local Love. It's where I highlight local places, but I've changed it up a little bit. Now, playlist is called Eating Out Illinois. That's where I'm checking out just Illinois locations. This is a really good sub sandwich. I cannot begin to tell you how much that bread makes a difference. I believe they use Toronto bread too, which is... That's so good, man. It's nice, it's fresh, like the fresh veg. Even the onion, which I'm not a big onion guy. I like the onion. They used it sparingly, so it just gives it a nice little hit. That's a very good sub sandwich. I have critiques, but not many. Oh, man, that spicy capicola. Like, you can just, like, you know, you get this hit on your tongue, and it just, oh my God, this is so good, man. This is why, when I saw that it was a deli, I was like, boom, I'm hitting in there. I have to be in there, because I missed having proper deli subs. Because I do get out to deli places every now and again. But, like, usually for convenience sake, I do chain locations, or again, like Walmart stuff, which are fine in their own ways, but you just can't beat a proper deli sub. Now, here's the thing. I've mentioned this before. I'm going to have to put it away or I'm going to eat it all now. I mentioned this before when I reviewed other Italian sub sandwiches. When you do a really good Italian sub sandwich, and all the proportions are right, and the ingredients are just so, it all sort of merges together to become what I refer to as the Italian sub sandwich flavor, where it just becomes like one homogeneous flavor that can only be achieved by a damn near perfect Italian sub sandwich. Question is, does this Italian sandwich achieve that? And the answer is yes, but not quite to the fullest extent. And here's what I mean. So eating it is a joy. It is fantastic. It hits on pretty much every note that I want. Except for one. The only thing I would change about this sub sandwich, literally the only thing, needs a little bit more oil. That's the thing. Because that, it's there for sure. And oil is a very subjective thing. Some people like a lot of oil, some people like a little oil. I'm somewhere in the middle. I want it to be enough that it's going to soak into the bread properly, and it's going to give it that extra just oomph. That's what I want from it. It's in there, but it's not quite there. So what ends up happening is I'm not quite getting that full homogeny, that full Italian sub sandwich taste, but at the very end of the eating experience, when everything is just fully, swirling around and chewed up and everything, I get a hit of it. And so it's like 98% of the way there, man. But it is a very good Italian sub sandwich. That's proper. That's proper. And again, the oil thing, that's just, my personal preference. But every other aspect, you can taste the quality, you can taste the freshness, you can taste that it was prepared by people who know what the fuck they're doing. That was a very good Italian sub sandwich. Question is, though, two questions have to be asked. Would I get it again? Would I recommend it? I'm going to go with yes and yes. Seriously. I think for me, here's the thing. Is it the best Italian sub sandwich I've ever had? No. But I'd be willing to put it in the upper echelon. Again, I think if they would have gotten the proportions just a little bit more on point just for me, again, I don't think it would have quite taken the top spot, but it could have been in contention. As is, though, it's definitely in the upper tier of Italian sub sandwiches that I've had. It's a proper deli, proper place. It was going to be good. And it's very good. thing is, where I'm at the time I'm doing this, there's really only other one sub place that I know, which is the Penn Station sub or whatever the hell it was. And they do have good subs there too. But if I want a proper sub, I'm hitting up Frankie's. That's just going to happen, man. Because now that I know that this is a place, yeah. So I would definitely get one of their Italian subs again. More than likely, I'd probably go through the rest of their menu because they have a very nice looking menu. But I would, yeah. And if I'm recommending it, yeah, absolutely. I think if you're in the area, absolutely. Because, I mean, and I don't know this area super well, so I can't say what other sub options are available. And the Penn Station subs are good. I enjoyed those quite a bit. But, man, if you want a proper deli sub, I think you got to hit up Frankie's, man, because that's a really, really good sub. So, yeah, man, on both counts, I think they did an excellent job. Anyway, 5 things before I get out of here. Have yourself a great rest of your day, spectacular rest of your week, monumental rest of your month, stupendous rest of your folks. You can go over there and have yourselves a truly proper Italian sub sandwich rest of your life, because, yes. Final 2 things. Number 1, try to bring some positivity in the world. It's not always possible. It is, however, always appreciated. But what you do if you can't do all the time, I know I can't do all the time. Here's what you're going to do, folks. You're going to try not to be an asshole. Folks, it's not always the easiest thing in the world to not be an asshole. Trust me. I know it. I live it. I'm out there every day with you in it. Folks, life can be stressful and frustrating and bullshit and just sometimes. But when we deal with those situations in our life, it's important we go over there, take a step back, try to mitigate the level of assholeness in our lives, hopefully do better for ourselves and for those around us. Very final thing, folks, do the thing. Whatever the thing is for you, that's what I want you to go out and do. Folks, maybe you're going to go over there, maybe you're going to get yourself a really good sub today, okay? Maybe you're going to watch my channel. You're going to be like, I like the sub sandwich reviews. People seem to like sub sandwich reviews. I like sub sandwich reviews. They inspire me to go out and get better sub sandwiches, because that is, I mean, it's a teaching tool, I guess. If my channel can be helpful in any way on a consumer level, part of it would be to just be like, look, I'm not saying you got to piss on Subway or whatever. Dude, they're doing their thing. They provide a service. But when you can, treat yourself and do it right. That's all I'm saying. And that doesn't even have to just apply to sub sandwiches. Treat yourself right all the time. Anyway, bye.